I believe this is the best indoor security camera on the market, and here's why. But before we get into that, welcome to my channel where I unbox and review products. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure you like the video and click that notification bell and set it to all. That way you never miss a video from me. And now let's get on with the review. So sitting to the side of me here, this is the Blink Mini Indoor Camera from Amazon, and this is my review on it. So I had it now for about 2 months. It's worked really well for me, and this is just my thoughts I'm gonna give you guys. I'm gonna list 3 reasons why I think this camera is right for you. But first, let me give you guys a little background as to why I got this camera. Now, my dogs recently had puppies, so I needed something to watch the dogs, the puppies, and you know, it's really important when you do have puppies, especially if it's your first time, that you need to always monitor them. And especially if you're not able to actually have someone in the house, or you as the owner is not always able to be home, because it is a job, it's a full-time job, honestly, of just watching her newborns grow up, making sure they're constantly feeding, that they're warm, and making sure that the mother is always getting food and water, always having that next to her and accompanying her. So luckily I have other people in my house that was able to watch her, and then once I will come back from work, they would leave to work, and I could just, you know, we had a good schedule, so it worked out perfectly for us. But in the meantime, when I was at work, I would always watch her on the camera. So that's like my little backstory on why I got the camera. So when I did originally get this was on Amazon. This was about, of course I was on Amazon. I don't even know why I said that shit. But it was before Amazon Prime Day, where they were not giving away, but there was 2 deals that they had. So it was pretty much like a buy one, get one free, really. So you get 2 of these for the price of one, which is $24.99. Honestly, I could not pass up on that deal. The other one was the black version. So it was 3 of them for I think around like $40 something, probably like $43.99, something like that. But I figured I didn't really need 3 of them, really just needed 2. So one was just for the puppies, and the other one was just for my bedroom to watch the father, because the father dog can't be with the mother dog, of course. If you have a dog, if you know what I'm talking about, then yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So starting with number 1, features. What I really liked about this camera was its features. And the 3 main things that I really wanted this for, of course, obviously, since it's a security camera, it has to have night light that we can see in the dark and whatnot. It also has 2-way talk, so you can speak through it and you can, of course, hear from it. I should have said two-way audio. I mean, I don't know why I said 2-way talk, but anyways. So yeah, it has a 2-way, which is really useful, especially if I need to talk to my dogs, tell them to like, hey, stop chewing this, or like, you know, lay down, go lay down, or whatever it is, and they hear me. You can hear me through it. It's very clear. The downside on it is the fact that once you press the button that says to talk, you have to press and hold, of course. You talk, and there is a little bit of latency in it, and which can be a little annoying, because if there's someone on the other end of that, let's say they talked right after you spoke, you're not going to hear them right away. Basically, yeah, that's really the main thing that's kind of annoying, because then you have to ask them like, what did you say, blah blah blah. Once you press and hold, the audio is actually really good on the receiving end, and the audio coming from your phone, which is both receiving ends, technically you are receiving and the other person receiving as well, is actually pretty good. Another good thing with the camera is that the flexibility it has. Not only can it, well, literally like flex all around and whatnot, so you can have this at any angle. You can also buy other accessories to actually take this mount off. I think you can take this mount off, I'm not too sure, but if you ever want to have this mounted on the wall, really good thing to have. Also, it comes with, as you can see here, I don't have a wire in here, and that's because the wire is actually separate. So it's a micro USB wire, so technically you can actually use it with any wire. So if you ever wanted to actually have this in an area where there's no outlet, or the outlet's too far, just get a longer wire, plug it in the back of this, plug it into the box that it comes with, which is a USB output, and you just plug into the wall, and there you go. Really simply and easy. One thing I did not know about this was that when I did see this, I thought this might have been magnetic. I still don't know if it is. I haven't tested it out. So if you guys know that, if anybody knows it out there, let me know if this is magnetic, because I'm really not too sure. It's metal on the bottom, I would assume so, but I think that's just for an attachment that it has. So also something, if you notice on the back of this does has a QR code, which is for your setup, which also comes in the box itself. On your Let's Get Started, comes with the QR code to get started on that. So yeah, once you do that, it's a very simple setup. I'm not gonna go over the setup. This is not an installation video. This is just my review on this. But the setup is fairly easy. Just download the app, literally plug in the camera, and you just go through a very simple setup, and your account is pretty much done. So number 2 is the app itself. Now with the app, the layout is very nice, very simple, honestly. I will have like a little recording as I'm doing this right now on screen, so you have a better look at it instead of showing my phone on the camera, which isn't going to be that great. I'm on the camera right now, and you can follow me along as I'm on the actual phone itself. So of course the top says camera offline, that'll just be me, and then the bottom is playpen, which is where I have the puppies, where you can see there. I have it on armed, and then there's disarmed. So those two features are actually really good. So when it's armed, let's say you go out, there's no one home, you want to have that on armed. That way any motion detection, let's say there's an intruder in your house, you'll get the notification of that there's motion detected. Or if there's a ghost in your house, I don't know, or maybe a mouse or a rat. I don't know what you got in your house. Maybe a cockroach. I don't know. Don't at me. Don't at me. Another thing you can actually see on here is there's like a running man, and then there is a bell icon. With the bell icon is a snooze. So if you're getting too many notifications and you're getting tired of it, motion detection, you can mute it for a set amount of time. So once you click on that, you get a little duration of 30 minutes, an hour, or more than that, up to 4 hours. You can apply for all devices, depending on how many devices you have. Of course, I have it as bedroom and playpen, which obviously you can tell you can actually change the titles of it instead of just having it as the camera's default title, which can be a little confusing if you have multiple cameras around your house, even outdoors, which by the way, Blink also sells outdoor cameras, by the way, just letting you guys know. Now, besides that, you also have the plus icon. The plus icon is pretty much just to add a device, which Blink wireless camera system, any of these types of blinks, yeah, whatever. Then we have the part that says 35,000 notifications. That is pretty much all the motion detection that's been going on. And the more you have, I'll be honest with you, the more it takes a while to load up. So it's not gonna load up here just because there's so much. But you can also do storage settings. Once you click on it, it'll auto delete things. 60 days, 30 days, 14 days, 7 days, or 3 days. I don't know why I read that from right to left, but it doesn't fucking matter. But yeah, I have that 60 days just because I like going back and seeing the memory of my dog giving birth, and it was really beautiful, really amazing. I'm not gonna show it out here, obviously. Then we have settings. Of course, you can go into temperature units using Fahrenheit and Celsius. I don't really know the reason why you would have to use this. Me personally, I never used it before. It doesn't really show up when you go on the camera app. There's nothing that indicates that. I don't know what that's for. If anyone knows, let me know down in the comments if you have one of these. Notification options, and blah blah blah, biometric shit if you ever want to do that. There's also a neighbors side. Of course, if you're familiar with neighbors, if you have the Ring camera app as well, if you have a Ring doorbell, you know about neighbors. And if you just know about the neighbor app, then yeah, you can just link all these devices together, which I believe you could do, right? So you can join the neighbor app, get real-time safety alerts from your neighbors, local police, and or Ring news team. I have Ring, and I'm always seeing things that's going on. So it's a really good way to keep in touch and to know what's going locally around your neighborhood. Another thing I forgot to mention is, yes, so there is a live view and then there is picture mode. So of course, on the camera app, you have the two icons on the bottom, which are video and camera. Of course, those are just to look at live view, which means you're looking at a live capturing moment. And the picture is just to take a picture of whatever's going on, just to make sure, like, okay, you know the pictures, come on. So going on with the third thing, and that is pretty much usability, price, and functionality. All very, very good. The price, you cannot beat the price. Honestly, you cannot beat this price at all. Just going for $24.99. I'm not too sure how much it is now. I mean, that was a sale price, but I think that's the original price if you just get one. This is indeed a security camera. There are reviews on Amazon that kind of disclaim it to be. It's not maybe like your typical security camera. They have like your more expensive ones. Now, technically this is a security camera. It literally says it on the box. Like, it literally says it right here. I'm just saying there were some people on Amazon reviews that was disclaiming this for not being a security camera. It literally is. You can literally look and watch a video feed, live video feed of what's going on in your house or outside, whatever you have. So denoting it for not being a security camera is pretty stupid. Functionality, really, really great. As I mentioned in the beginning, the function of being able to use any length of cable as long as it's a micro USB, really, really good. It's flexible. The usability is really, really good. Of course, I showed off the app on how easy it is to use. So you really can't go wrong with this camera. Now, the only thing I don't know is if you can use this outside, which I'm pretty sure you can. Unless it's raining, then you might have a problem. It's not really advertised as that, of course, but I think you can technically use it outside, just not in an area where it's gonna rain and it's gonna get fucking damaged and shit. So don't do that. All right, that's gonna be it for the review on the Blink Mini camera, indoor camera, whatever you wanna call it. If you stayed until the end of my video, please consider subscribing, liking the videos, as it's gonna help in the YouTube algorithm of pushing my content out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, I have links in the description on where to buy this. And if you're willing to purchase it, go ahead. It's not affiliated anyway, so I'm not gonna make anything off of this. So anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Peace.